Hello viewers, once again I welcome you to our program, Marriage and the Home. My name remains Israel Tajomawo. I am your host for this program. I want to appreciate all of you who have been watching this program. We want to continue on our discussion on marriage and the home. In the last episode, we asked the question, why did you get married? We wanted to know why people get married. Or, why do you intend to get married? We asked that question. We asked the young people and we asked the older ones, and they were all manner of responses. Today, we want to begin to look at the challenges of marriage. And we want to start by talking about the nature of the challenges of marriage. So in this episode, we'll be talking about the nature of the challenges of marriage. We want to look at it, these challenges that we talk about. What are they like? What are they made of? So to do that, we are going to talk about 4 things. Number 1 is that these challenges are intertwined. Number 2 is that these challenges are progressive. Number 4 is that these challenges are threefold. And lastly, we'll say that number 4, the challenges are unpleasant. So let's begin to look at each of them. First, I said that the challenges are intertwined. What do I mean by this when I say they're intertwined? In a marriage where there are challenges, you don't just find one. Most of the time, you find several challenges, linked together, or one causing the other. So you say they are connected together, they are related to each other. And then because of this, it makes it difficult for you to isolate a problem. Now, let's take a look at the picture there. When we say they are intertwined, you can see childlessness is a problem there. And when you have childlessness, you have financial problem. The financial problem will not say it will not come because you have childlessness. Sometimes this will mix together. And then again, you can find infidelity and so on and so forth. All these things are tied together in a marriage, making the problem more difficult. So that's what we mean by these challenges can be intertwined. In most cases, you find that. Now let's go to number 2. We said that the challenges are progressive. When we say they are progressive, which means they don't, when the challenges come, they don't stay in one state. It can move from one state to the other. First, you start by quarreling. And then from quarreling, it progresses to something worse, fighting, hitting, and something like that. And gradually, it can lead to separation, it can lead to divorce. So we say it is progressive. From one problem to the other, it keeps moving and more. And most of the time, when it gets to the next phase can be worse than the first phase. Then, let's look at this diagram again and see what the diagram has to show us. It gives us a picture of how these things move from one point to the other. Look at problem number 1. Problem number 1, quarreling. Quarreling is a problem. And then it moves to problem number 2, which is fighting. Believe it or not, I've seen a lot of couples that fight. What they are fighting over, it may even be another problem. And then it now moves to another stage again. That is problem number 3, which is divorce or separation. So you can see it gradually moves. And if you look at the top of this chart, you see problem number 1 is the cause of the problem. Problem number 2 is the challenge that you have, that you see. Sometimes we see the challenge. We cannot see where we are coming from. It is coming from problem number 2, which is the cause. And it moves to the consequence or consequences, which is problem number 3. So this is how this is how they make progress and make life difficult for the couples. Number 3 is that they are threefold. When we say threefold, what it means is that the challenge that you are looking at you know, it turns out to be in threefold. There is a cause for the problem or a reason for the problem. That is the first fold. Then it comes to the cause where you find yourself, and then there will be consequences for those challenges if not properly, you know, taken care of. So you have problem number one, which is the reason for the challenges. You have problem number two, which is the challenges itself, and then problem number three, which is the consequence or consequences of the challenges. Now let's go to number four. Number four is the one that is common, that everybody should know, and that is the challenges of marriage. They are unpleasant. If it doesn't make you happy, if it doesn't make you unhappy, which means it's not a challenge, it's not a problem. So they are unpleasant. The challenges of marriage and their consequences are unpleasant. They never bring any joy to those affected. They never really bring any joy when you look at it. That is how they are. You know, they cause so much unhappiness. They cause emotional pain, leading to heartbreaks. They cause bodily harm. Sometimes, when the challenges come, they can be fighting and all that, and one party will hurt the other. And sometimes these challenges, they also lead to death. So when we look at all this, we say that they are unpleasant. There's no way you want to look at it that you consider challenges of marriage anything good. So the challenges of marriage, as we have seen today, they are number one, they are intertwined. Number two, they are progressive. Number three, they are threefold. Number four, they are unpleasant. I want you to continue to watch this program as we go into the challenges of marriage proper. I promise you it's going to be very interesting. I want you to continue to watch. I want you, if you have not subscribed, to subscribe to this program. Stay blessed, and I wish you a happy married life as you continue to watch this program. Bye.